Does making money feel like hard work? Or maybe you can make money, but you don't seem to save it or invest it. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to make money magic. And I'm not talking about casting a spell to make dollar bills rain from the sky, although that'd be pretty cool. But what I am talking about is actually figuring out why you have your money problems to begin with, and then using your magical ass to fix it. Because you are magical, and making money can be magical too. My name is Saint-Germaine, and I created the Living Narrative to show you how to quickly transform your story, because the story you tell becomes the life you live. And now I love to help people create and design a fun, magical, and prosperous life. So if you're into that kind of thing, hit subscribe and click the bell button if you'd like to be notified every time I post a video. All right, let's dive into it. First thing I want to ask you is, do you want to make more money? I'm guessing probably yes. But then the next question is, do you believe in yourself? And this is kind of like the key thing, because everything that shows up in your life is a reflection of what's going on inside. And yes, even when it comes to money. So if you just think that all you have to do is work more hours, work harder, get the perfect strategy, then you're missing an amazing opportunity to connect with a deep well of magic that is within you. Let's get real about something for a minute. Money is at the root of absolutely everything. I don't care how woke you are. Money is the thing that's making everything that's happening in your life right now possible. And yet so many people feel like they never have enough, despite the fact that money has a propensity to be deeply magical and phenomenally transformative. For example, I worked with a client last year, let's call her Catherine, and she was working at a part-time job while she was trying to get her side hustle to become her full-time gig for more than 6 years. She tried to be on LinkedIn and Pinterest and Facebook. She was always writing all of these posts in all of these Facebook groups, and she was on Instagram, and she would post like 2-3 times a day sometimes. Like, she was desperate to get enough clients so that she could make her side business full-time. And she even did Facebook ads, and for some reason nobody would respond to anything that she was posting or sharing. Now you can imagine how frustrated she was. She was exhausted. She felt like doing it wrong, like she had no idea what she was doing, and she was basically about to tap out and just give up completely and make her part-time office job full-time. Till she met me. So instead of looking at the strategies and what she was doing wrong on her social media pages, we did some rapid transformational therapy and quickly got to the root cause of primarily her self-doubt. Then we got to the root cause of why she was self-sabotaging her success. Once we figured out what was really going on, we gave her a new story. We gave her a new story that made her feel really good and confident about herself. And within 3 months, she stopped doing all of this posting, and instead she started to feel inspired to do Facebook Lives. This was the only thing. She forgot everything else. She just followed her intuition and decided to do a Facebook Live 2 or 3 times a week. And believe it or not, that's what people wanted. They actually just wanted to feel her energy and to see her and feel her speak, and that's what they connected with. She developed so much confidence, and she started getting new clients, so much so that she was able to quit her job within 3 months, her side gig. And she sent me a message at the end of this last year, and she said her year-end income was 3 times what she made the year before. And that's absolutely amazing. But here's where the magic comes in, because in the RTT session, we discovered that when Catherine was a little girl, her mom was quite jealous of her because her husband was spending more time with her. So Catherine's mom was jealous that she was getting more attention from her father than her mom was getting. And this caused her to shrink down and to hide. So when I followed up with her at the end of last year and she told me how things were going, she also told me that she lost 22 pounds. This wasn't even something we were directly working on, but it's actually very common. When you actually release the emotional baggage and the beliefs surrounding something you've been holding for so long, your body can physically release it as well. So with Catherine, she didn't have to keep hiding, and she finally learned an important soul lesson, which was to love herself, that she didn't need to hide anymore. It was safe and time for her to love her beautiful life and to shine bright. So things are going really well with Catherine. Isn't that awesome? So the first thing you need to know about money is that money is all energetics. Yep, that's right. It's all about energy. Therefore, it flows in your life or out of your life directly proportionate to the belief structures that you grew up with. So I personally grew up with a very low self-worth programming around money. I watched my parents, young parents, both work so hard at jobs that weren't their passions just to put food on the table. And my mom especially, who raised us, my brother and I, on her own, she also came from a background where self-worth wasn't fostered in her childhood growing up. And so money was one of the biggest sources of stress in her life. Therefore, just like everybody else, my subconscious mind in the first 14 years of my life soaked up all of these beliefs about money. The stress, the overwhelm, the feeling like there was never enough. My mind, my subconscious mind latched on, and then it went ahead and it created that throughout the rest of my life. I inherited the same messages that my mom inherited growing up, and that was that I wasn't worthy. I'm curious to know what beliefs you have about money. Do you know? Maybe you can share some in the comments if you either don't know or maybe you have discovered some of the beliefs that you've been holding that you picked up in your childhood around money. So once I got down to my subconscious and pinpointed exactly what it was on a belief level, it was actually really sad. All I could hear was, I'm not worth it. I'm not worth it. I'm not worth it. All of this came up to a head in my dark night of the soul when I was about 25 years old, at the crash and burn ending of a very toxic relationship where I just lost it. I lost everything. And I was forced to go inside to see what was really at the root of all of my suffering and all of the struggling with money, with relationships, and all of it. And that's when I learned how to reprogram my beliefs and how to write a new story for myself. And this was really the beginning of my true healing, because I could see the way my life was going and it was looking a lot like my parents. And I didn't want that for myself. So I learned how to change my story. And there's many different ways that you can reprogram your mind, change your story. And Rapid Transformational Therapy is one of my favorite tools because it helps you to get to the root cause really, really quickly. This is so important when you want to change something in your life, especially when it comes to money. So I learned how to write a new story for myself. And I keep using these tools all the time. I'm creating new timelines every day and constantly refining and improving my story. And I love it. So what's really cool is that I didn't realize at the time that just like Catherine in the story I was telling you earlier, like when you heal one thing, it also affects other things in your life as well. So for me, when I was healing my relationship around money and learning how to save, how to invest, how to really live a wealthy life and feel like I deserved it, it was also reflecting in my health and in my relationships. So as my relationship to money improved, so did my relationships. And just like my parents, the issue never really was about money. It was about self-worth. And as I learned to value myself, my value increased and it showed financially. I now help people design a fun, magical, and prosperous life, no matter what happened in the past. I discovered how to make money magic, and you can too. Wanting money is the fundamental right of every human being. You have a right to feel abundant and live a healthy and wealthy life. Does that feel uncomfortable to hear? For a lot of people, that feels really, really uncomfortable. It's your right to be rich and to live a happy, abundant, healthy, wealthy life where you are free to do and give and provide and contribute your unique gifts, your unique magic. And in order to be able to do that, you have to get your conscious and your subconscious mind on board to create and generate the wealth that you require to do those things. I created a 21-day transformational program after seeing all of the mind-blowing results that my clients were getting in my Quantum Leap program. Now that one's 4 months long, and after seeing all of the magic and the richness that they were experiencing from the wealth upgrades, I decided I wanted to make this into a standalone program so that more people could experience the results from making money magic. So in less than 21 days, you can reprogram your mind by getting to the root cause of what is blocking the flow of money and energy in your life, clearing it, and installing powerful mindset around money, wealth, and abundance. I've designed this system to make it as easy as possible for you to improve your life and the lives of the people around you. Because as you'll soon realize, becoming rich isn't just about you. It's about how you impact the lives of the people in the world around you. If you're ready to learn how to make money magic, then come and join us for this live transformation experience that will help you to get to your next level of abundance in less than 21 days. You can come to thelivingNarrative.com/makingmoneymagic, or you can click the link in the description below for more info. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. If you thought this video was useful and you got something out of it, go ahead and hit the like button. And of course, hit the subscribe and the bell button to be notified every time I post a video. Up next, you can check out this video to learn about the 4 most common beliefs that are probably blocking your wealth. And you can check out my first podcast episode where I share my story about how I went from codependency, anxiety, and control issues to creating and thriving in a life that I absolutely love. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.